audience. It was very interesting to know, but in the true Chennai style, Ibrikinge Chennai. Thank you. I've been in Chennai for last 5 years, so I can understand a bit of the language. Uh, Thank you so much, first of all, ET Business Tour, giving Cashfree the opportunity to present and take us through in terms of how the overall landscape of the payments have changed, how the overall landscape of the co-lending lending platform has changed. When I was approached by the team to run this through, right, to have the presentation done, a lot of thoughts were going in the mind. I started off my banking career. I'm a banker throughout. Last 2 years, I've moved into fintech. Last 15, 17 years, 12 years with HSBC, with Yes Bank, and with Stenchart. So a lot of thoughts were going on. 2005, out from the management training, when the loan approval was, a paper-led loan approvals, how you used to approve the loans, right? The KYC was all physical KYCs, right? From the paper-led to completely digital, scheme of things now, where you can get the approvals just online. Similarly, on the KYC side, physical KYC leading to the digital KYC now. And also, there were at times, the Gen Z would relate more to it, when, our fathers or our old people used to go to the bank every time to withdraw money, right, for some occasions coming at the home and all that. And now to a new bank, frame coming in, which is banking anywhere but never at the bank, right? So that's the new frame, BANK you can call it, right? So we've seen that overall landscape. And if you see the digital landscape of India for last 10 years, it has evolved significantly well, right? From the time where it was all physical disbursals and the growth we have seen now, 39% CAGR over 10 years. We expected about 270 billion in 2022, and now we expect about 30 billion in 2023. That's the disbursal, landscape, how it has changed. The second is, if you look at the overall economy, the way we are growing, the landscape is growing. About 174 trillion in FY 2022 compared to 11.4 trillion, 10 years back, which is CAGR of about 72%. Expected to reach about 274 trillion by 2026. So that's the uptake, that's the flight, the whole dynamics of our digital landscape we want to see, right? If you look at the digital spending part of it, right, the way we all spend, okay, we will be a 800 billion market by 2023, 10x growth from where we were at 2020. We were at $90 billion, and today we expect to go by $800 billion, right? So that's the uptick on the spending side, right? The way India spend now, right? If you look at the demographic dividend, what India brings to us or to the people around, right? 52% of the Indian adults, right, population is digitally active, out of which 36% are the new to any platform. They're new to NBFCs is about 24%, new to bank is about 22%, and new to fintech is about 36%. So year on year, we are adding about good significant numbers of first-time users, right? So from a theme perspective, if you look at it, a lot of new initiatives being driven out of the government, by NPCI, by the RBI and the regulator. Scheme for the trending schemes, right? Since we will be talking more about the future trends, what it is. The ONDC expected to give a significant, paradigm shift to way all the buyers and the sellers operate, especially at the micro level side. Green financing is something which is shaping up significantly well, and so is CBDC for the government, taking few steps, baby steps right now, but eventually we're gonna surely take a lead, right? And that's the future for India, which is much more secure, led by the regulator themselves, and also the secured loans, which I'll be talking more, right? So that's a bit of flavor, since we are talking about the landscape, on the payment side. I think it's prudent to know some of the numbers which can probably attract, right? Coming back to the topic, right? Why we all here? So just to give you a brief snapshot, can you do the other slide? Yeah. Okay, so I represent a company called Cashfree Payments. I am glad that the panel before us, before me, lot of guys, Devashish, Akash, Raj, everybody touched upon, the fintechs, the role of fintechs. You have multiple banks, one NBFC, multiple LSPs, one NBFC. You have NBFCs and the banks and the whole structure. Look at the dynamics, right? Why would everybody want to spend time in getting the payments people on board, right? When you have a platform who can bring all under one roof. What it is an aggregator, right? As simple terms, aggregator is a layer between all the key stakeholders, right? On one single, which brings on one single platform for better manage the business and for superior customer experience. That is what an aggregator does, and that is what we are. We are a payment SaaS-based fintech platform which helps better manage your money movement, right? We are from Cashfree. We are a 7-year-old company. Today, currently, we process about 40 billion transactions on an annual basis. We have about 3 lakh plus customers on our portfolio. Some of the numbers are there. I would, request you to go to the third part of it. We are backed by one of the most prestigious institute in India, which is SBI, which is a strategic investment. SBI recently have done many more, but we were at that time when they invested in us, we were amongst the first fintech platform outside the SBI purview to get invested. So that's the proof of the pudding that we are in the right direction, moving to the right space. And the second last is some of the clients who do transactions with us, and it's very pertinent to the audience which is there. I find a lot of smaller NBFCs. I met few of the upcoming NBFC FCL, who are into rural, who are into digital lending and all that. So that's the flavor for them, that if you are looking for a partner, we are definitely there. As we spoke about, the relevant topic today is how the disruption in the lending space, in the co-lending space, in the digital lending space, right? Very, very proud to say that from a cash-free perspective, if you look at it, we have been in some of the use cases, the industry leaders, right? If you look at first to bring non-revocable, mandates on UPI platform, if you'll see some of the other first initiatives we have driven, first in the industry to roll out DLG compliant, right? As you all aware, very recently RBI came up with a new guidelines on the digital lending, guidelines. So that's where we were the first one to roll out a completely foolproof DLG compliant loan disbursal solution, right? We improved our solutions on easy fund movement, launched co-lending solutions for some of our platforms and some of our existing merchants. So if you look at the last 6-8 months in the ecosystem, right, we have done some of the few things as industry first, just to take an advantage. And let me be very honest to admit here, all the feedbacks have come from people like you, some of them common names in the room, and some we intend to onboard very soon, right? But the feedback and the products being developed were purely basis your user experience, what difficulties you have encountered, what are your challenges when you do a lending or when you do the business at your level, right? Those feedback came to us, we went to our drawing board, and we co-created those products for you. For some of the large merchants, we even bespoke the products for them. And that's what the Cashfree is known for. The 7-year journey is absolutely on very similar terms, where we have always been very close to ear of our merchants, right? Any issues our merchants have encountered, we have forced them to pick that up. Yeah, I think in the previous panel, these were the few things which were significantly discussed. How to manage verification, how to manage KYC, how to have SDK plug-in pay, how to do multiple disbursements, multiple LSP loan disbursements, how to get fast checkout, irrevocable mandates on UPI. Other pertinent points came in, especially on the co-lending side if you look at it, right? So here is a borrower, here is a lender, which is a bank, and there is a co-lender, right? 80-20 is the ratio. Currently, seldomly we'll find somebody, giving the solution of a product called Easy Split, where it is used in marketplace. So if you have a platform who's like a restaurant, right, who is booking the order, the money has to be split between them. Similarly, in the co-lending space also, co-lender gets something and the main lender gets something. That's where our easy split model fits in. So, I don't want to go into the product presentation here, but just an overview perspective to all of you that if you are looking at a payment company who's looking at a partner or looking at an advisor, right, who can help you better manage your money movement, and the previous panel did spoke about, for them, it's enough to be done, right? They have to manage the banks. They want to do a perfect marriage with banks, and they want to continue doing that. I would request on the other side, on the payment side, let that marriage be with us, right? Since the marriage was a topic previously and given as a antidote a lot of times, I would request let us be the partner for you to manage all the payments, and we don't only do manage payments or the disbursals, right? We do a complete stack. So when you will get onboarded with Cashfree as a payment partner, we're gonna be taking through complete verification suite, complete split model, complete UPI stack, auto pay model, and a complete journey in terms of how and what we can do. And the last 7 years for us has been very, very encouraging. Last 2 years, a significant growth has come in. If many of you intend, to book a train ticket via the largest train ticket site, you will find Cashfree as the payment provider there. It's a IPL season going on. Somebody might be doing a candid betting on some of the apps. The largest ones are our merchants, right? Similarly, if you look at the food ordering space, if you look at the travel space, and if you look at the other lending, co-lending, digital spaces, right, you will find Cashfree as your preferred partner, right? So that's the ecosystem which we have built in for our merchants, and we'll be happy. My team is here. We all are here to help you, connect with you, in person, and help understand how we can better manage. I met some of the folks. There were a lot of interesting sites coming in that there were challenges which they were encountering, how to manage multiple things around. So we are happy to connect with them and make our journey successful together. I think that's it from my side. Again, on the question side, I'm happy. I think the heart-to-heart conversations, the osmosis which we're gonna share could be a little more better when we personally meet during the session with you guys. Happy to interact and take it forward. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for the time.